It's the time to get down.
All right. Welcome. Got those subsidiaries. Let me switch. I know. All right, there we go. Looking good. I think we got to welcome everybody. If we make that adjustment, we're making that transition to live. It's so much more. Welcome to Morning Coffee with Mario Show, you guys. We got a special show today, but it's so much more. Please forgive us sometimes in these days of development for these rough beginnings, because it symbolizes our expansion. To tell you the truth, Vic and I are totally confused sometimes when we start the show. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. We don't.
No shit. But
we're doing our best considering the type of expansion going on here at Pack Stereo TV. So thank you to everybody. Hey, we got everybody in from overseas. We got the system up. Miko's here this morning. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Some days you just gotta wind. Hey, it's Monday. Yeah. And so, first of all, if you're watching this, you're late for work. Okay? Okay? You're late for work. They're docking you right now.
There you all day.
It's that kind of a show today. You know, you guys, and let me, wasn't too sure how to approach things because of all the stuff that's been going on so much in the news and all the different issues that have been going on. So wasn't quite sure how to approach it today. And so we had decided we had to wing it. So many emotions. Talking on the phone last night to people who were asking me questions about my own childhood. And so, interesting enough, all of these things trigger emotion. And so we know that today, the backdrop, no matter what we do, the backdrop for today's show is all the events, the occurrences that have been happening all around the country, occurrences that continue to happen around the country, and the outpouring of people's feelings. So since that is the backdrop, and there's no way, I think, to effectively ignore that, I thought we would acknowledge it and even have a brief discussion, too, of some of those things. Welcome, everybody, to the Morning Coffee with Mario Show. Today we're going to have a special show. Again, talking about the instances that are going on. I found a photo. I found a photo that I thought spoke so beautifully. This one black woman who seems to have so much grace. She seems almost regal in her pose. And it's a very moving picture. I noticed, I pulled it up. I saw it early this morning as I was doing my normal morning review of the news. And I was struck. When I came in here this morning, I was getting it on the webpage, and I could see that Miko saw it.
Right.
And I could tell that she was looking at it like,
Right.
It reminds me of the picture of the protests of Vietnam where they have the hippies in front of the armed soldiers and the girl is putting a flower down the barrel of that rifle.
Right. Yeah.
They got all the soldiers are lined up and she's putting a flower down the barrel. Grace, I call this picture, I renamed it myself. Please forgive me. I renamed it Grace Under Fire.
That's nice, man. Nice. I like it.
Because of the beauty of this woman, of her energy, her level of confidence, not conflict, almost peaceful, spiritual light. So.
Without getting into a lot, do you know what city that was in, man? I mean, if you don't, it's not a problem. Because it always makes a difference to have a backstory if it is. And I think the picture speaks volumes. It doesn't matter what city.
That's a good one, Dick. Tell you what, real quick. Let's go to Facebook because I posted it on Facebook. And here it is. It was from Jim Roberts. It's from Baton Rouge.
That's what I was looking for.
All right. Jim Roberts on Twitter posted that, you guys. I posted it. Again, I renamed it Grace Under Fire. That's me.
Right.
But again, there's the posting. So,
it is
Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Okay.
I've been to Baton Rouge. Many of us have.
Yeah.
We know what Baton Rouge is like.
Yeah.
So, a lot of talk about this. I thought I would start off the morning because it's that type of morning. To give before we get deep into the talk, to give some of the other things that we have to. Then we're going to get right into a little bit of that discussion. We got the full show though today, right, Vic?
Right. Yes, we do.
We've got the hot picks. We've got new sports. Miko's here, so we'll get her to give us a little bit of an update what's going on in her world.
Okay.
A few announcements. Our summer season is in full swing at this point. We're moving shows and things around, upcoming things. We're well into that, and so the summer season's in full swing. Announcement number 2, we're giving up on Blab. Yeah, Vic and I, after the recent experience, the app is just performing too poorly, you guys. It's too irregular. You can't delete. When it messes up, you can't even delete that or go find your way back to the right one. Just bad performance on the part of the app. We appreciate its performance, but just so everybody knows. So the Trashing iVictor, we're looking for a new way to do that. In the meantime, we switched to an iVictor rebroadcast.
Yeah.
And then we're going to continue that. That's going to be Wednesday nights.
8 p.m.?
8 p.m.
Yeah.
So the iVictor broadcast, okay? Now, the other thing that we're doing is Meerkat and Periscope is an ongoing drama based on what's their own business plans, regardless of how we use them. So Meerkat seems to be going down. Periscope seems to be going up. Now, I don't, reason I pause, I don't like saying that stuff because Meerkat is the underdog, the outsider. Periscope is owned by Twitter.
Right.
So that's as big and as corporate. They're going to succeed if they decide they succeed.
Right.
They go, we have the money. When we say you're a success, you're a success. Because you have the money. Yeah. Meerkat, you don't have the money. And so you are subject to our definitions.
Absolutely.
So we're going to be working with both of them. You're going to see Victor and I, again, we're assessing and evaluating our use of extreme social media. Okay, so now, that's good too. Hey, you guys, we're going to start reminding people, register now. Limited seating for the Nils free pay-per-view concert. If you haven't registered, if you go to the homepage at packstereo.tv, right? If you go to the homepage at packstereo.tv, you can go right down the page. Just scroll on down. Scroll on down. Right here. Nils at Pack Stereo Live, free pay-per-view concert. You got to register. Register for free. Okay? But we're going to make that encouragement. Limited number of seats. So I'm going to tell people, get in there today. Register for the free concert, the free pay-per-view. The beta experiment, that's part of what we're doing here at Pack Stereo. Nils is part of that. We're working together. This is a free pay-per-view because it's our experiment.
Yep.
To give you good music and set up all the things. And make sure that it's ready for you. In the future, like I said, we're going to be bringing some very, very extremely affordable concerts to you straight from the courtyard with the money going to support artists.
Yep.
I mean, really, there's ways to split this money more creatively, more fairly. There's ways that we can involve the artists as collaborators, co-promoters. See, it all depends on what the artists do. That's what we're working on now. But remember, July 30th, register now for that free event, Nils Live at Pack Stereo TV. Okay? All right.
Hey.
All right. We are streaming to Facebook. Look at that. It's in there. I can't get you the audio because it would definitely be a loop. But we are streaming. I've been getting people who've been, how are you guys doing that and why does yours look so good? And I said, well, someone said to me, they said, hey, everybody else is they're going to Facebook with a phone. You know, and I said, that's cool, but you guys are coming to Facebook with the phone. I said, I know.
Right.
I know. It's our hard work and money. The software that we use, Wirecast, top of the line, added that feature. And so now, here at Pack Stereo TV, we're doing everything we can to give you the best quality of independent internet television. So, you know, it's been that kind of a thing. So, Mika, you over there in Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I see you looking at it.
Yeah.
Trying to hide from the camera.
No.
Because she got her workout clothes.
Yeah, I got on workout clothes.
All the way neck up.
Back up. Yeah.
Hey,
I had to give you something
it must
different.
be a little hot.
Yeah.
And as I speak for the men out there, feel free to unzip that a little bit if you should need to cool off.
Oh, you're right. Got it.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
And, you know, I never say
Just
stuff.
my skin underneath. Just my skin underneath.
But I can see in the chat room, I said they already was like, Miko!
Hey,
Miko!
Okay.
Miko, yeah, she's here. All right, so y'all, so we are looking at it and enjoying it. So we are there on Facebook. Let me get back to my visual aids.
That's deep.
Moving her. Moving
you
her.
saw
Everybody's
me.
looking at it. Grace Under Fire.
Wow.
Take a look. So we're going to be talking about that today, you guys. We're going to give our personal perspectives. My topics for today, you guys, my news topics, part one,
Ouch.
racism, death, reactions, remembering the week that was, tempting always, which is the mantra here at Pack Stereo TV, to give you a different different perspective on the tragedies that may help you to feel better. We're going to be looking at that. And then part two, because of the issues that are coming up, racial bias and inequality in healthcare, unequal treatment. I'm going to be giving you some of the facts that have been out there also on the download, now that we're talking about racial bias, and how this affects you in healthcare, racial bias in healthcare. Okay? Now, with all that in mind, a difficult day, difficult week, and I wanted to say, no matter what we talk about this morning, no matter how difficult it may be at times, I want to remind everyone that we all have certain things in common. We all love someone who's a bigot. We all love someone who's a homophobe. I guarantee you, if you're honest, when you sit down at that Thanksgiving Day table, you know that's Uncle Joe. You know he hate them gays. You know, but that's Uncle Joe. we don't pay
right.
him no mind.
He's all right.
So when the white folks have that,
He's okay.
understand, because I'm going to unify us. Everybody loves somebody who's a bigot. Everybody black knows somebody black who's so mad at white folks, whether the reasons are legitimate or not. We all know some black folks who hate white people. And Lord knows we have run into a bunch of white people that seem like they hate black people, because every black person. I say that because in the context of what we do, we want to move forward. That can only happen if we recognize the things that are universal. The things that are universal is that we all have somebody in our family at our dining room table who we love, whose views are horrible. And we love them. We're not going to throw Auntie Janice or Uncle Bob or whoever you got. We're not going to throw people under the bus or any of that, because we love them. It may be your mother or father. My father says terrible things about black people. We know that. And as part of that acknowledgement, what we're going to attempt to do is move society further, because the way that it actually moves further is through love. You slowly convince your parents, your uncle, your auntie that you feel differently about gays and blacks. And you slowly, as a black person, let your black friends know they can't just speak hatred of racism of white folks like it's okay. It's not okay when they do it. It's not okay when you do it. So we're going to have to do that, because remember, we all are in a juggling match. That's
Right.
what I'm saying. I'm acknowledging this. That's why we have to take a deep breath. For many of us, too, our consciousness is being challenged. We have to leave room for people to change.
Yep.
There are many people who are bigoted in many areas, but when you have these experiences, God will affect you and change your perspective. You can hate black people and have an experience that makes you love black people from that point on. You can hate Mexicans. What I'm saying is that as we do this too, I'm going to ask you to allow room for people to change. Even if they try to change in front of you. There may be white folks who say to you, I never thought about that. I see it differently. I've had these discussions. One of my Jewish brothers who I love dearly, Alan, and I talk all the time. And he's told me many times, he says, you said things that affected my point of view. I never thought about it that way. Got to get your head right for this show because we're not about hatred. As imperfect as I am, I believe in an almighty force and presence that is at least wanting us to move forward. So I am attempting to do my best in the best ways I know. I know none of us are perfect. I know we all have bigots and homophobes at our dining room table. And I know we have to work on the changes that we do from within. They have to be from within. Okay?
All day, man.
Amen
All
to
right,
that.
so when we come back, first we're going to take a break, a little musical break, and then I'm going to give you a little happy time. So first let's take a break. Kimber Nickel performed here at Pack Stereo TV. Had some issues with the audio. We're going to be making up for that. Sorry. And once again, these great transitions. And, you know, I'm very public and open about things. And I hate things that are less than perfect. So we're going to be working on doing that, see if we can get them back. But new equipment purchased here. New digital recording systems.
Yes.
Attempting to move forward. Take a look at Kimber Nichols, and then I'm going to bring you back for some happy time. And that's not the same happy time you had this morning in the shower. Yeah, it's a little different. A little longer. See you in a minute.
Been a long time since I spoke to you, and I know that there's no rhyme or reason to what you put me through. to my plea, and you are the only reason. And I know I fall to pieces when you speak, and you are
That's right.
so captivating.
Grace Under Fire, theme of this morning's show.
Answer to my dream, you are
You know what's right.
all around me, and I know if I'm pieces when you speak to me. Yeah.
This is How the Body Heats. Slideshow animation
All the pieces when you speak.
featuring the photography, the eye of Victor Allen. Miko sneaks some in there now too.
And I know
Gifted.
about pieces when you
Gifted.
speak
Yes.
to me.
All right. This is How the Body Heats. Hey y'all. All right. Now before we get into the difficult, I went and got 2 happy times today because I felt like today you might need a little extra, just like Miko needs to probably plug her phone in because like her battery about to go dead. But I know y'all need 2 happy times, so I went and found. It took me a while, but I went and found what used to be one of Victor's favorite happy times.
That's jacked up.
Oh my God.
That's jacked up, man.
This was very special to Vic.
I have a comment on this.
He always did. He's a friend of the monkey.
It's just wrong.
Yeah, I can hear you, and they can too. Got something for you.
I got my comment on Facebook, all right? Rigor mortis said, man.
Go ahead and start that other song. I got a
Oh, he on the door.
What I do? Here. Got a little story to tell you. You know, I didn't do this by myself.
No.
It's always somebody behind the scenes that's always helping me, the unknown soldier, you know. For 33 years, I've rodeoed. And in 1962, a little boy was born, and his dream and his goal was to own a monkey. This is my dream. It's just like all these prayers on the field. It's their dream to play baseball. And it's the love. You know, for me to do what I do going down the road and with these animals, they trust me and I trust them. And this is how I got where I'm at today. But there's always behind every good man, there's a good woman. And there's one sitting in that truck over there, and she's been the backbone to me.
GMC.
Y'all, I'm from Mississippi, and I want you to remember, we got a lot of problems down there. New Orleans. I want you to go home tonight and remember, let's get this oil stopped. Say a little prayer for all of us.
Amen.
We're in this together. Thank y'all. God bless you as He's blessed me. Thank you for having me here. You're awesome. We're going to start down there where my truck's at, and I'm going to come all the way around. So if you didn't get a picture, I'm going to give you that chance to get that picture. God bless y'all, Illinois.
That's right.
You're the one.
Happy
Thank
time.
you very much.
Okay,
Happy time,
That's
everybody.
just wrong. That's just wrong.
No comment.
Happy time.
Hey, look. You know,
What can we say?
I'm not saying anything, man. Okay.
I'm searching for my visual aids.
I'm just wondering why the woman's still in the truck.
She's in the truck because she's supporting him.
No, she's smarter.
And sometimes it's best to support you from the truck.
She's smart.
Chester knows, so does Mac. They say support me from the truck.
The best thing that she ever did was stay in the truck. Okay. Now, for those who may not want to read my Facebook comment on this piece, I'll start watching it more often when they put the cowboy on the back of a rhino, and then I'll check him out and see if he can bang with it and say, "Hey, you know, my girl's in the truck. I'm on the back
That
of a
rhino, that's kind of a lot of scrotal injury.
Hey,
there.
man, I'm just saying.
All right.